I've written a Photoshop script which makes it really easy to add a texture to an image. Now the texture that you open can be either single layer or multi-layer, and the image that you add it to can be either single layer or multi-layer. I've got a bunch of Photoshop actions that will do some color modifications, and in some of these, at the end of them, you can add a texture. But you've got to open the texture file, you've got to switch back and forth between the texture and the original image, apply some transformations. There's a lot of back and forth, so I wanted to make it really nice and easy to just go ahead and add a texture. So I've created a script, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this script to the end of this action. I've already selected the last step in the action. I'm going to add a menu item, go up here, and we'll select my script, add texture to photo. Now before I open Photoshop, I put my script in the scripts folder, which made it available. Now I can add this to the action. There it is. Go up to the top of the action, and we'll go ahead and play it. Now it's going to run through the action, perform all the little steps, and make all the layers. And then here's my script. Would you like to add texture? Yes. So it brings open the File Open dialog box. We'll pick a texture. Now I wanted to deal with the mismatch between the original image, in this case being in portrait mode, and the texture being in landscape like it is here. So in the next step you can choose to rotate the canvas if you need to. Now I've offered the options of going 90 degrees clockwise, 90 degrees counterclockwise, or if they're both in the same orientation you don't need to rotate it, you can hit cancel. I'll go 90 degrees clockwise. Now in the next step, the color picker comes up and you can select a mid-tone color from your texture. The reason you do this is because the texture will come in at the end in a soft light blend mode. So picking a color for your foreground color that's a mid-tone color will allow you to take a brush, and you can brush over faces, other parts of the image where you want to remove the texture but you still want to keep the color. So the color picker comes up and we'll just pick some mid-tone color here. Let it finish. Okay, now you can see we're in soft light, 60% opacity. The texture layer is on top of all the other layers. When you run the script, you don't need to make sure that you've selected the top layer. It puts it there automatically. And then it selects a soft round 200 pixel brush at the end. And I can brush over the faces, and as you can see, it takes off the texture, but it keeps the texture color. Do the arms, take some of this off. And that's it. Quick and easy.